Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new battle report. It's a AoS Sigmar Battle report, 1500 points. It's going to be Blades of Khorne against Stormcast Eternals, and this is the first of 3 battle reports from a local tournament. I play with the Blades of Khorne, and if you want to see really details about my army, you can see this in another video. I will put the link in the description below, so you can go to the video and see what my list is about. Let's go first. I will go to the list just very fast. So I go with Blades of Khorne, and my army is going to be, my general is going to be a Schoolmaster Herald of Khorne. I will have a Bloodthirster and then I will have a Blood Sequitor and a Slaughter Priest. As a units, 1 unit of 20 Blood Reavers, 20 Blood Letters, 2 units of 5 Flesh Hounds. I have Garrek in the list, and then I have as well a Soul Grinder. And now we go to my opponent's army. So my opponent's army is Stormcast Eternals. They are the Hammers of Sigmar, and they are led by Bandus Hammerhand. And then he has a Castellan, a Lord Castellan, a Lord Celestin, and a Knight Incantor. And then he has 2 units of 5 Liberators, one with hammer and shields, and another one with double hammers. And then 2 units of Evocators, one with 2 hand weapons, so with -1 rend, and then the ones with 2 inches range damage to without rend. And 2 Concussors. So this is we play the mission we are going to play is Knife of the Hair, but here you have how you get points for the tournament. So if you have a major victory, you get 5 points. For a minor victory, you have 3 points. For a draw, 2 points. For a minor defeat, 1 point. For a major defeat, 0 points. But you also get 2 points if you kill the enemy general. You get 2 points for each behemoth enemy that you kill. You get 1 point if you kill an enemy unit in turn 1, and then you get another point for line breaker. So it means that if you have one of your battle lines in the enemy deployment zone. So let's go to the deployment. And as we are going playing this mission, where we have 2 objectives, one on each side and in diagonal, I decide to deploy in that way. So I put at the front the small units, the 2 units of Flesh Hounds and the unit of Garrek. Then behind I put the Blood Reavers, and in the middle I put the heroes and the monsters, so I can drift them to the right or to the left, depending where I have the big threats. And I keep holding the objective, the Blood Letters, as my reserve unit, and they will intervene where the help is needed. So you see here how I castle my army around the objective. The objective is in the middle of the Blood Letters. And the main reason is, you can see he has deployed Bandus Hammerhand, the 2 Concussors, and one unit of Liberators, and the Incantor, and I think as well the Lord Castellan. But he keep in reserve the 2 units of Evocators and 1 unit of Liberators. So I leave quite a good punch, a good amount of point in reserve. So I have to wait for them to arrive, and then to see how I will move my army. So this is what he left in reserve. I think he put the Castellan down and left the Knight Incantor in the skies. So you can see there is quite a good bunch of units in the skies. So I need to see how he start playing and see where he's going to put the units to know where I need the reinforcements. So we go to the turn 1, and I had 1 drop more than my opponent. So my opponent decided to go first. And he advanced very aggressively. So you can see the Concussors and Bandus Hammerhand advance quite close to my lines. And then he put the 2 units of Evocators just at 9 inches of my units, so he can try to charge in turn 1. So he's going for a fast charge in turn 1 as well. The Knight Incantor and the Castellan quite close to my line. So he moved very aggressively, tried to pin me in my deployment position, and try to do as much damage as he can. So what happened is he missed all the charges except the one with the concussors assault on the flesh hounds in my left flank, or the ones that you see closer to the screen, and he killed them all. So he just killed one of my units of flesh hounds with the concussors. And then we went to my turn, and then in my turn what I did is I decided to really push to kill the concussors. I want to really kill them all. So I decided to move the Garreg to block the advancement of the enemy. I also moved the other units of flesh hounds, as you can see, making a barrier in front of the evocators. And then I leave the blood reavers just in a good position so they can counter-charge after he has charged all the flesh hounds or the Garreg. And then I concentrate my attacks of the Bloodletter and as well on the Soulbinder on the concussors. And as you can see in the picture, I kill them all. So I just exchange my unit of flesh hounds by a unit of concussors at this point. So, and this was the positioning at the end of the turn 1. So I feel quite well. I know where are the evocators, and yeah, I think it was a good thing to kill the enemy concussors. So I think the exchange was not that bad, exchanging one unit of flesh hounds for one unit of concussors. And now we go to the turn 2. So on turn 2, my opponent had the initiative again. So he just moved close to my lines to be at charge range, and he put the Liberator from the sky in the other flank, try to block the movement of my Soulbinder as well, the Bloodthirster. So now my intention is try to hold the evocators, try to kill them, and see if I can punch with my Bloodthirster and Soulbinder to go for my opponent's objective. So, and this was, sorry that I have not made too many pictures. So he assault with the evocators on the flesh hounds and on Garreg unit, and the flesh hounds were killed. But you can see that one unit of evocators at the bottom of the picture have not moved. It's because he missed an assault of 3 inches. He rolled a double 1, so this was quite unfortunate. But just the unit of evocators and also the Lord Celestial were enough to kill Garreg and the flesh hounds. And then I counterattack with my Blood Reavers. I also assault with my Soulbinder on the Liberators, and I want to go behind the Lord Castellan with my Bloodthirster. And here I think I make a miscalculation, but yeah, we will see later on. You can see I put as well my Slaughter Priest close, so I can give the bronze flesh, and as well I can still doing some mortal wounds on my opponents. And then I just holding in position the Blood Secretor, so he can keep boosting all my units with the banner plant. So this was, and then on the combat, I almost killed one of the units of evocators with my Blood Reavers. I think only 2 evocators are surviving. But where I really failed is the Bloodthirster did not manage to kill the Lord Castellan, and on top the Soulbinder also flopped against the Liberators. So this was at the end of the turn, and I was not able to avoid to enter in combat with Bandus Hammerhand, and he did a good bunch of wounds on my Bloodthirster. So here you can see the epic fight between Bandus Hammerhand and the Bloodthirster. I think here I miscalculated. He was also lucky. He rolled a 6 to wound with the Dvakot, and I did not manage to save that, although I have bronze flesh or bronze armor. So my Bloodthirster is very it's really wounded at this moment, and it's close to die. So this was a miscalculation from my side. I really missed the Bloodthirster. But what is really pissing me off is that the Soulbinder is not managing to win against the Liberator. So this was now at the end of the turn, and yeah, you can see the positioning was not it's not bad. So I think I have my objective well protected, but my assaults did not win as I wanted. So here we see also this the middle of the battle. And now we go to the turn 3, and my opponent again had the initiative. So here on the turn 3 I don't have too many pictures, but what happened is the evocators that you see there at the bottom of the picture, they assault on my Blood Reavers, and between the Lord Celestan, the remaining evocators, and the new evocators, they kill all my Blood Reavers. My Blood Sister was also killed by Baldur's Hammerhand, and my Soulbinder just managed to kill another Liberator still stuck in combat. So I'm killing just one Liberator per turn, and he's also putting a couple of wounds to me. So it's very disappointing, to be fair, the fight with the Liberators. I was expecting more for Stormcast on this fight, but I was not able to roll a single hit with the big weapon. So yeah, it's quite. I think the 4+2 hit is quite penalizing the Soulbinder. So here you see, and then what I did is this was time now to move the blood letters. I assault with the blood letters on the evocators, killing them all except one. So the blood letters really did the damage. And what I did is I moved back the Slaughter Priest and the Herald of Khorne to hold my objective. Just I want to avoid that by surprise he can get my objective and I lose the battle, because now if by any chance one of the two players is controlling the two objectives, the battle is automatically lost. Or won, depending how you see it. So this was at the end of the battle. You see that my Bloodthirster is killed. I must manage to kill the 2 units of evocators. I also killed the Lord Celestan at the end, the Lord Castellan at the end. So with although Bloodthirster failed to kill the Lord Castellan, I managed to kill him with some mortal wounds from the Slaughter Priest. So he finished the Lord Castellan, and I have to say that my Blood Secretary is almost dead due to the mortal wounds he's throwing away from the Lord Castellan, and as well from the breath of the Dvakoth from the Baldur's Hammerhand. But these are still surviving with the banner plant there in the middle, affecting almost everybody. And as I said, this is my disappointment where the Soulbinder does not manage to finish with the Liberators. So we go to the turn 4. So in turn 4, sorry that I don't have pictures of turn 4. We were running out of time, and I just have to finish very fast. But what happened is Baldur's Hammerhand assault on the Soulbinder, killing the Soulbinder, and he retreat from combat the Evocator and also ran away with the Lord Celestan. So I just moved my blood letters close to try to assault on the remaining Evocator, and I try to assault. I summon a unit of 5 Flesh Hounds, and I try to put them to assault on the Lord Celestan, the one that is not the Baldur's Hammerhand. I managed to kill the Evocator, but I did not manage to kill his Lord Celestan. So at the end, all was nobody had the major victory because nobody's controlling the 2 objectives, and it all goes to kill points. And I killed a little bit less than my opponent. My opponent killed me 900 points, and I killed on the order of almost 800 points. So what's the difference of 100 something points? So I killed the 2 units of Evocators, and the units of Concussors is 600 plus the Lord Castellan. I think we go on the order of 700 something. And he killed the 2 monsters, that is 260 points each. So this is also 520, but then he killed the unit of Blood Reavers, and he killed the 2 units of Flesh Hounds, so putting him in almost 900 points. So the difference was not that big, but was enough to have minor victory. So if we are counting all the points, the Blades of Khorne managed to score 2 points. I managed to score 1 point for the first blood, and 1 point for minor defeat. My opponent had 3 points for minor victory, plus 4 points of killing both behemoths plus 1 point for killing a unit in the first turn. That is a total of 8. So 2 to 8. Yeah, I was expecting more from this battle. I think on the first turn I was feeling well. I think that my mistake was assaulting there and exposing the Bloodthirster to Bandus Hammerhand, and as well I was expecting more from the Soulbinder. I'm pretty sure if instead of assaulting with the Soulbinder I have assault with the Bloodthirster there, he had killed the Liberators without many problems. Because it have much more punch, the Bloodthirster. I don't know. Looks good on paper, the Soulbinder, but most of the weapons are 4+ to hit or 3+ to hit. This is making the quite difficult to hit with the weapons. And then I don't think he has a 2+ to wound. Everything is 3+ to wound. So yeah. And the big attack that is doing these 6 wounds is 4+, 3+, if I'm not wrong. So if you have less than 50% probabilities to hit with this weapon. So not very pleased with the final result. But okay, I learned from this. I think the screening and the units to screen work well. But I had also, once I lose the 2 units of Flesh Hounds, I had a lot of disadvantages and no too many possibilities to stop his sorcery, his spells. So he was really boosting his units, and this was making it even more difficult for me to be able to do damage, and he was doing quite good damage to me. So that's all for now. I hope you find this battle report interesting. I always like to give my opinion about the battle at the end. I hope you also was interesting. And keep tuned, because soon it's going to come the second game of the tournament. Is going to be against the Sylvaneth. That's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.